Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube video on the channel. Today I just wanted to talk about my first initial investment in Sorare and how it's been going for me, maybe how you can do it yourself, and also just discuss the results. So how it's been going, what I've earned, what I've done so far. And yeah, so first, these are the collections I've been trying to go for. So first of all, Crystal Palace. As you can see, I've been kind of trying to fill it up with players, trying to get as many first owned players as possible by bidding on auctions. So for some it's possible, for some it's not. But I did end up getting that 3% mark. I don't know if I want to go to 4% since it takes 240 to go to the next. Trying to get my hands on an Arsenal player first owned from the auctions, but they're all going for a little too much at the moment. So, but that's at least the next goal. And I just wanted to take you a little through my gallery. So I ended up getting Jorginho, luckily, on the Essence Craft. But yeah, so I have been investing in a few Premier League cards, as you can see. I'm very interested in Premier League, specifically because I watch it the most. So I think that's also a big thing for me. I don't want to buy a league where I don't really watch, because it would kind of just be a waste of time for me. Maybe I would start watching it and it would just take a lot of time. Yeah, so you can see I've done a bit of Crystal Palace and I've done a little bit of everything, honestly. But of course, trying to focus on those collections to get those XP. And I guess first we take a look at the cost. So as you can see here, I made a little graph of all the costs that I've had so far. And so here are the teams. So here first, Crystal Palace. Of course, the goalkeeper is always going to be really expensive. Here again, like, they're always the most expensive ones, and that's kind of the reason I haven't been able to go into rare, because it's just the goalkeepers are so expensive. But yeah, so I've been trying to focus on Crystal Palace, then indulged in a little bit of Nottingham Forest and Arsenal, with first owner cards. Luckily got the Jorginho, as I said. And then, yeah, I ended up folding and getting Bruno Fernandes and Mohamed Salah, just because of their scores. And I looked at this at the leaderboards, and there's always just one Bruno Fernandes or Salah or whatever, and it's really annoying that I can't be part of that. So I ended up folding and getting them. Then I focused a little bit on Wolves, because I think they're a great team that could be able to do something if they don't get relegated. Same with Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace with a new manager, with Oliver Glasner, it's just a great team to watch now. They've really improved with a new manager. They've won 4 of their last 5 games, which is quite impressive, especially against teams like, let's see here. So here, Crystal Palace. Teams like Aston Villa, Fulham, of course. They did end up losing to Everton. But anyway, they're now at 12th place, actually up a lot from the beginning of the season. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys how it's been going, what I've been doing. So I ended up starting. I've been playing Sorare for a while now, just kind of not with in-season cards. So all of this is kind of organic, or at least a lot of it. So this Hoffenheim lineup I did buy, and the Werder Bremen lineup I did buy, but all the Mainz players I all earned from doing rivals and so on, and kind of just and the Red Bull Leipzig. But otherwise, all of it is organic. As far as like the cards are concerned. And then I ended up starting with Crystal Palace. It was next game week. So here. So this is the first time I used Crystal Palace. Straight away I got a 1-star reward box, which of course it's not great, but like it's a good start, it's a good feeling. And I was doing champion, of course my first time doing it, so Division 5, which I ended up switching to Premier League, and here's where I started, you know, buying a lot more players. So as you can see, I have a lot more compared to last time, and this is actually my first and only earnings so far, which is €5. I ended up getting a lot of essence from this, so I crafted a few people. I ended up crafting Bernardo Silva, which of course it's a good card to have, you know, since I'm interested in Premier League, although he hasn't been playing a lot lately. And yeah, so far my best chance of winning has been from the Crystal Palace stack, because there's always 1 or 2 people that pop off or get really good scores. And yeah, I you know, the captaincy I got wrong here. Probably could have made some money if I had the right captaincy, but in the end, it's, you know, it's a great lineup for me to just consistently get good rewards. And all the other lineups are kind of like makeshift with different teams. So this is the 3rd week I've kind of had Premier League lineups, and so far it's going pretty well. We still have Newcastle to play, and Nottingham Forest ended up getting a clean sheet against Man City, so that's, I mean, I could still win something if Isak maybe does really well, and Murphy might as well. So yeah, there's still something to win there. Might win $5, probably not with the Crystal Palace lineup, but we'll see, because there's still 40% of the games left to play. This lineup, of course, unfortunate with Mbeumo. I tried to captain him because when he does do well, he does really well. So the 80s and so on, that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not really interested too much in these mediocre scores because they don't end up giving so much. I won't probably win with those. Unlucky that Wolves and Everton played against each other and both scored once. So my Everton and Wolves stacks, or defense stacks, didn't do too well, although Totti did pull off a 58, Tarkowski a 55. It's okay. Next week they don't play against each other, luckily, so should go a bit better, but yeah. Here again, these are kind of just throwaway stacks here again. Nothing too special. Maybe if Gay had done a little better and in Mbeumo I could have won something here, but I don't think anything is going to come out of this. Again, here my Bundesliga stacks doing really well. So all getting essence, so there'll probably be an essence crafting video later this week, next week actually. And yeah, luckily mine's did pretty well, getting some essence. Leipzig actually did really well, but I probably won't end up getting a tier 5. I'll probably get the essence because there's still 22% of games to be played, with Dominic Qua really doing quite well. And then here, yeah, everything pretty fine. Probably won't win cash. We'll see. Yeah, Grabara will be back next week. I ended up getting him from a reward as well. And Sar, it would have been really good if I had put Sar in here and captained him. But I don't know, because Sar has really inconsistent scores. You never really know with the guy. Sometimes he does quite well, sometimes he does pretty terribly. But I think I might start putting him in my team, because when he does do well, he does really well. And then most of the time the team also does quite well. So here, if I had Dean Henderson, Lacroix, Munoz and Sar, I would have done really well. Of course, Eze, you never really know. But yeah, it would have done really well. I probably would have gotten cash prize, maybe even more than what I already have. But yeah, I mean, probably will end up putting him in a little more. But yeah, what can you do? And then here, this is what I'm looking forward to. So Salah did end up getting an 85. I did end up captaining him because I don't know how high of a score these guys will be getting against Man U. Although Raya, I hope he gets a lot of saves. yeah, so this still has a lot of potential. We'll see what happens today, but that's probably the highest potential I have. Again, Hoff and I'm playing at the exact same time, and this being my free lineup, we could maybe get some credits. We'll see. Yeah, so that's this week's lineups. Probably won't earn anything, or at least just like $5 or something, but nothing too amazing. But yeah, so my profit so far has only been €5. Not great, but I'm hoping that this week and maybe next week we can get something in. Of course, there's not a lot of teams playing next week actually, so I've been trying to make some lineups, but for example, Liverpool is not playing, and yeah, there's just a few teams not playing, so kind of suboptimal. Here, my Champions League lineups, I guess this is kind of the only option I have, because Raya has to start in goal. I don't have any other goalkeepers starting, and then I have more of those players, but again, it's kind of just, yeah, this is kind of the only lineup I can create. Of course, I could swap Leandro Tosa, but I believe Salah will do quite well actually. I don't know, we'll see. And then this is my best of Europe lineup. So last week it was okay. I could have gotten more if I captained Ødegaard, but yeah. And then Bruno Fernandes, of course, getting a 23, which really did not do well for me. I could have earned quite a lot in cash, in credits. So yeah, we'll see what happens this week. And yeah, so probably another video coming later this week to go over the rewards of this week. Yeah, maybe going over strategies for next week, and also kind of looking at what you guys think about it. If there's any comments, please let me know what you guys think. Let me know what I could be doing better, how I could be making my stacks more effective. And yeah, so that's all I have for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. That's always good. Yeah, thank you.